Hello guys, this is Chirodip once again and you are watching Code Java tutorial series. Now from this tutorial we're gonna learn about threads. Okay, I'm starting a new topic that is threads. Now before starting threads, let's have a look in this representation of site representation and what is threads and why it is used in programming. Now, before starting threads, let's have a look what is multitasking. Now, multitasking means executing multiple tasks, as you can suggest the name that is multitasking. Now, multitasking means executing multiple tasks simultaneously, that is executing same task more than one. Now, if you are opening a paint in your window or in your Linux version, if you are playing a video file or audio file again and again, then that can that can be assumed that you are using that task multiple times. Now, types of multitasking is basically two types: multiprocessing and multithreading. Now, what is multiprocessing? Multiprocessing executing simultaneously. Okay, now consider operating system which is running multiprocess, like playing audio, downloading a file like JDK, suppose printing a file of thousands of lines simultaneously under one system. Often we do this kind of activities in our operating system, like printing a file of thousands of lines, as well as playing a audio, downloading an internet file like JDK or anything you want, or watching a movie in your computer simultaneously. So this can happen using threads. This is a basic concept of threading. Okay. Now, what is multi-threading? Multi-threading means in the same process executing multiple blocks simultaneously. Assume each block we can treat as thread. Now, process is not executing from the top to bottom. Suppose there is one program which is divided into three parts, that is first block, second block and last block. All these three blocks execute simultaneously to get an output simultaneously. Now, you can see that processor is processing one or two statements from first block, then from second block, then from third block. Now, processor will be executing your first block statement, after that the second block statement, after that the third block statement. Then processor again going by first block, one executing some statement from the previous statement onwards. Likewise, it will do until the whole program is not executed. Now, this is the basic structure of compilation or running your program. Now, a program can have different parts, as I have mentioned. That is the parts can be assumed by first block, second block, third block, and onwards. So, in your first block, the processor will execute your first block statement, then going to the second block, then going to the third block. Again, it will come to first block, then second block, then third block. Likewise, so it will continue until the program is wholly executed. Now, in general, there are two types of thread, not only in Java programming. No matter which programming language we are using, in every software there are two types of thread. One is daemon thread, another is user threading. Now, what is daemon threading? Daemon threading means every thread is having a parent. Then daemon thread is a thread. Is not a thread. Okay, is a thread will be, which is depending on its parent life. Now, something like parent thread is keep on executing. Daemon thread will also execute. If parent thread stops executing, then daemon thread also stop executing. If any thread depending on its parent's thread life, then that thread is known as daemon thread. Now, if a thread is working on your system, you have to see that it is a child thread, whether it is a child thread or your parent thread. If it is a parent thread, then there will be the life cycle of that particular thread will be the life cycle of your program. Now, if you are executing or if there is a child thread involved in your system, then you can see that when the child thread will be executing in your program, parent thread will be also there. If parent thread is not there, then child thread will not execute your program. So in order to execute your program by child thread, you have to you have to see that parent thread will be also executing. Without parent thread, you can't execute your child thread. So that is the basics of daemon threading. And also an important part is daemon thread runs in your background. It's not run in your front end application. Now, user thread is a thread which is not depending on its parent thread life. It acts as an individual thread. In Java, there are two ways to create a thread, user thread. I mean, one is by making a subclass to java.lang.thread class. Now we can extend that java.lang.thread class in order to create a thread. Another one is by making a subclass to java.lang.runnable interface. We can implement the runnable interface over here, and we can just create our user thread in our Java programming. No matter which way we are using to create a thread, we will get user thread, not the daemon thread. This is a very important part. We can create daemon thread manually, but that will be a pretty complex process. There is no way to create a daemon thread straight away. We need to convert that user thread to daemon thread. Now first we have to create a user thread, then we can convert that user thread to daemon thread. So that's all for this particular tutorial. I will meet you in the next tutorial onwards. And thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day, and thanks.